Hello and welcome to another edition of Black Matt's Black Legion blog. Hey guys, I'm getting ready to set up for another Tactica video, and what this Tactica video is going to be about is rhino deployment and survivability. I've said in the past, and I'm still absolutely convinced, that for 35 points the rhino is the best vehicle in the game. When I'm saying that, I mean for the point cost. For 35 points, I have a mobile bunker, I have troop transport, I have mobile cover. And because of the 5th edition vehicle rules and the damage chart, it's by far worth it. So that's kind of, it's not what I base my army around, but without it, it wouldn't work nearly as well. So I'm going to go over, I'm going to do a setup. I always keep, now let me say this, is like I play 4 rhinos, 4 squads with 2 sorcerers, so, and I always, there's 7-man squads, so there's always room for sorcerers in any of the rhinos, whatever I choose, but I always play it that, you know, like this is their personal or command rhino or whatever, and so they're always in my undivided rhinos. These are obviously a little more nergly. You've seen pictures of them. There's plague marines in all of them. So let's pretend we're setting up for a battle, and you know you're setting up across the table from the horrendous horde. You know, whatever it is, orcs, whatever, doesn't matter. Anything that can shoot, you're going to want to protect yourself first off. So at armor value 11, it's fairly easy to penetrate a rhino, and they can be assaulted by anything strength 4 and have damage done to it. So saying that, while I say they're the best vehicle for the point cost, they're not indestructible by any means. If your dice are hot, they're hot. So setting up. Now, what is more important to me, the command rhino or the troop rhino? Well, obviously the command rhino, I want it to move because I want to usually move the rhinos forward to get them in a dominating position where I can really utilize lash to its fullest and start dealing out some pain. So setup. Well, if you're fortunate enough to have cover on your side and you're going, and you know what your battle plan is, and you're going to head straight for an objective, go ahead and give yourself some cover. I've got these little things, I'm pretending they're cover, and I think it's on page 62 where it describes rules for vehicles to get cover saves. Using smoke is hugely important, but let's say you roll the game, or you guys are setting up and the guy won the roll and he's most likely going to take second turn. That means you get first turn. Well, if you're going to get first turn, sorry about that, guys. Ran out of memory. Had to delete some stuff. You know, with this new camera, it eats up memory. I'll have to expand. Don't worry about that. So I was saying, talking about setup and putting a scenario forth with a guy won the roll and got second turn, giving you first turn. So that means, well, why would I hide myself behind cover? Why not just get in the optimal position? Well, seizing the initiative, that sometimes can play a role, but if you want to play a little more recluse and risk the game, then go ahead. So if you do decide to go ahead and take first turn, or if you're given first turn most likely, and you choose not to hide behind cover, or you don't have enough cover to hide behind, then go ahead and set yourself up. The way I do it is I normally switch this. Let's say this is my deployment line right here. I'll set this up, and the army, let's say, is concentrated over in this corner, or you know, in that direction, or the threats that you're trying to protect yourself from. Now you can set yourself up. The rules state that 50% of the tank has to be obscured in order for you to get a 3+ cover save. This rhino, in my opinion, is more important than this one. So what I do is I will cover myself. The front face will get 50% cover by the other rhino. So if this takes damage, or if this is shot at, it will give it a 3+ cover save. You're not bulletproofing it, you're just giving yourself an opportunity to save. So if you do take first turn, move up, deploy your smoke. Now, one way that you can do this is you can only deploy, like, if you know very specifically where the threats are coming from, if you know where it's coming from that way, and as far as you can tell that there's no real possibility of getting shot in the side, only pop smoke. Only pop smoke on the front one. So this one has cover save, but then the vehicle itself will give this one a cover save. So then next turn, bring this one forward and bring this one up, give it a cover save. And by third turn, you're going to have a lot more things to worry about than start keeping your rhinos up and running. But if you can, always use one or the other to help you survive. A lot of the times I will play in groups, you know. And another thing I do is I throw my obliterators in here sometimes, just so they can move up behind and use these guys as cover. So if I had a bunch of obliterators, bam, 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 I know that the 50% of the squad will be getting cover saves, so I could put 1, 2, and then put one way out here to make sure he's got that line of sight. Oh, that's not this tactic. Sorry. So another way you can, if you really wanted to keep these guys alive, is cover up more than just the front facing. If you know that you're going to get flanked and they're shooting at the side, 50% of this facing side has to be blocked. Bam. So, you know, then like that. Now, the two rhinos in front are not going to be getting a cover save, but the one in the rear, or the two in the rear, are. You know, then you move up and you can do however you want. If they're destroyed and they become wreckage, then you can move. You can drive through them. It takes a difficult terrain test, but it can still happen. So, there you go.